Okay. What's going on, everyone? It's Austin, and here you can see how my November finished up. I wanted to come on here and say some things about, I haven't been, I didn't stream this week. I usually stream 3 days a week, but I think that's gonna be changing just every so often, it just things change in my life so quickly. Basically, there's a multiple kind of factors that went into this. One is, you know, it doesn't seem worth it. Viewership on the streams has been lackluster, which, not as a performance metric, just as a, you know, a measure of interest. It's just there is no interest or diminishing interest, little interest. So that tells me that it's just not worth it for me to do it. But the main thing is, the streams have a small, uh, definitely small, but not a totally negligible impact on my trading. And so, you know, I want to be able to trade by myself to see how I really trade. And I think the pressure of streaming, it's not a big one. I got very used to it, so whatever, but it's just not entirely negligible. So I I just with how rough November was, you see the results right here. And what I should do is let me do this. So end of November to beginning of November, let's filter that and go to detailed. And so yeah, I lost exactly 1 grand. That's just what I thought. And you can see the stats here aren't very good. The win rate's really not good. And so there were certain things that were having an impact on my trading style, the streaming included, and I really kind of departed from the way that I typically like to trade. Also, November was a pretty tough month. It was very choppy. On some of those some of those last streams there, I was kept complaining about, whining and complaining about how bad the action was, and just getting frustrated and over trading because, you know, but the streams kind of compel me to keep going. I don't like to finish red, and anyway, so it for various reasons it kind of affects the way I trade. So I wanted to kind of take a week to just not stream, and and that combined with the fact that you know people aren't really even watching or whatever. So why should I do it? So that's why I haven't really been doing it. And plus, just on a kind of, if you zoom out a little bit, just try to put yourself in my shoes. My channel's not really in a spot where it really makes sense uh to be putting out content maybe every single day. You know what I mean? So, it's just there's not enough interest. So my effort is kind of going, you know, into it's a waste of time. I want to keep the YouTube channel. I don't know. My thinking on this is so scattered, but I really think sometimes I think I'm building something, sometimes I think I'm doing something good, sometimes sometimes I think I just want to stop. Um, Not trading, but just the documentation part. It's so exhausting to show everything. So you just saw my November stats there. I lost $1,000 in the entire month, which sucks. Like that's a month of trading, and I'm down 1,000. Like that's just wasted time. That's a month out the window. I didn't lose a lot, but like I lost 1,000. That's not good. I mean, compared to my whole future stint, I mean, losing 1,000 in a month is a success. But October was way better, and already in December, I'm green on the first 2 days of December. So anyway, the point is I really just want to focus on my trading. But you know, on a separate note, um, it's December 2nd today, and if you guys have been following me for, you know, any amount of time, I'm a college student, and I'm actually in my 5th year here at the university. I just turned 23 over Thanksgiving break, which is kind of unbelievable. And what was I, 20 when I started this channel? I don't know, but uh But anyway, the point is I'm graduating in by the 14th I'll be completely done. Mostly done after the 10th. Um, so anyway, that's all to say that I have a flight home. I'm leaving Boston and I'm going back to California after I graduate on the 19th. I think my flight's on the 19th, or maybe I'm not sure, somewhere in there. Um, and trading on the West Coast is uh, a bit difficult, but I've done it before. I mean, I love trading, so I suspect that I'll continue to trade. But I know my plan is that when I get home, I have kind of a temporary job while I do conduct a real job search, and after which, I likely will get a job that won't allow me to trade. And I've been asked before several times from, in the comments or on Discord, you know, why are you gonna get a job? You should just trade, full time. But, throughout this entire trading journey, I'm not sure I've demonstrated yet that over the long, long term, I can be more profitable doing this than I could be at a, salaried job. And that's TBD, and it's pretty important that you demonstrate that before you take a leap. And plus, I'm only 23. I have a lot of time. I could anyway. So like I don't want to get into the weeds here, but the point is you can see kind of the thoughts that are kind of in my head and a glimpse of my personal life and things. So anyway, this is just to say that, things are kind of slowing down for me. Uh, and yeah, I mean, I'm gonna continue to trade and continue to make videos and recaps and all that. So, I'm hopeful, excited. I actually feel pretty good about my trading. Um, I need a few more green days to really gain my confidence back because November was pretty rough. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and just talk briefly about kind of what's going on. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Pretty short video here, but yeah, I mean, just the YouTube channel's slowing down, and I'm not out here to make clickbaity content. Maybe someday I will be. I mean, I don't know, but right now I just don't have the production. I don't have the time or means to create really high production, high quality videos. And when I think about the fact that I feel like when it comes to thinkorswim, things about trading equities and options and futures, I mean, I've done it all, man. I feel like I have a pretty good depth of knowledge on trading at this point, and to the point where I could seriously help some beginner traders, and I have a real love for doing that. But man, I extend the olive branch and put educational stuff out, and I think my channel is a hub of that, quite frankly. All across the board is me doing it so you can learn from it, and me explaining stuff and recaps, and I mean there's just a plethora. But but the YouTube algorithm doesn't reward that. And uh I'm not in a spot right now where I can pour all these resources into making the channel bigger so that I can help people. There's plenty of YouTube content out there. Like, my channel is tiny. I've been doing this for over 2 years, and it's not seeing the success that some other channels have. And uh, I just know that that's because I haven't put the effort into pleasing the algorithm or whatever. But I think that the actual content itself is good. And uh, anyway, I'm not. I just like teaching, and I like streaming, and I like demonstrating, and the community element of it. That's why I try to get people to join the Discord. And but it's no secret, yeah, I've experimented um, with certain things. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to just rant on. It's a Friday. I want to go enjoy my weekend and just get back to trading on Monday. And maybe I'll do a recap on Monday or something like that. But probably gonna take a break for the streams next week too. Just continuing to focus on my own trading. It's a lot simpler that way. And plus, I mean, the streams weren't really being watched by very many. So um, I think it's just a clear choice there. And yeah, anyway, all right, so that's it. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and I will uh, see you when I see you.